Hey guys, me reacting to the DJ Khaled album. Man, the album was a special moment. My favorite song out of all the songs, you're probably gonna like agree. God did, because the reason why is because how the features were formatted. Like they made sure to get like Lil Wayne and Rick Ross out of the way because they knew Jay Z hasn't made a rap song since over a year on the last DJ Khaled album. So that was just a special moment. I love how they like found the right features in order to get some things done. So, but Jay Z killed it. I mean, the whole verse was like nonstop, just bars, bars, bars. He didn't stop. And then my second song that I liked out of all the album, out of the whole album, was the Eminem and Kanye. I think that was super genius. Shout out to Dr. Dre for that beat. I mean, how he like did it was like crazy. He used like a song from I think Jesus is King, and then put it as a remix, which was really genius. He used this gospel, and Eminem didn't cuss one single time. That's probably the first song Eminem, released that he never cussed. I was like, man, that's crazy. Well, yeah, the hype of this album is definitely there. I think it's one of his best albums of all time compared to his old stuff, like what We Taking Over and then All I Do Is Win. Those were his classics, but this one is a special one. And I feel like it's gonna be hard to kind of maintain that same energy unless they find the same type of similar beats for the next song. And then so that's the thing. Everyone's getting older. DJ Khaled, everyone's getting older. Jay Z's in his 50s. Like that's crazy. Rick Ross in his late 40s. Lil Wayne in his 40s. Like everyone's growing up so quick. So the goal is to kind of make an impact as of now while everyone's alive. Knock out all the features you want to do. It's unfortunate that certain people are not here to be alive because it would have been a lot different. Like what I mean, I feel like if Pop Smoke was still alive, that would have been a crazy collaboration as well. Because I was like, man, with Drill being on his album for the first time would be crazy because he didn't have Drill on his last one either. You know what I mean? He worked with Fabio on his album. I thought Fabio was going to be on this album too. My expectations was super high. I was like, he's probably gonna work with Fabio. He's probably gonna work with like Moneybagg Yo. But hopefully for that next album, he could work with all of them because their music is good too, just like his music. You know what I mean? So and they're like one of the hottest in the game. They constantly keep pumping out songs, keep pumping out freestyles every week. So they're definitely a big inspiration to hip hop. But yeah, there's a lot of songs on that album that I really liked. Almost every song I liked. There wasn't really a bad song. The most smoothest song, obviously, is SZA and Future, but Beautiful was very smooth. Out of all the songs I heard, I was like, oh, that song was the most smoothest song. But everything was a marketing genius. I mean, for them to use Eddie Murphy of Quavo and Takeoff, like that's crazy. I party all the time, and I remember my stepdad showed me that song. Before they did that little sample, and I was like, oh geez, this song's good. It's kind of funny to watching the video and all that because it's from back in the day. But yeah, they used like some smart samples, and then the Mr. Cheeks, for that song Bills Paid, that was smart too. And I think that song's gonna go global for a movie, like maybe like a comedy movie. This has like a little comedy effect. Like if you watch a comedy movie, like they always pick that one song that sounds like catchy. But I think that song is gonna deserve some attention for a movie or something. Bills Paid, City Girls. Yeah, that was genius too. Yeah, I mean, shoot, I was just so excited. I mean, this whole album was just a special moment. You know what I mean? Um, just shout out to everybody that was on it. I mean, it was definitely better than all his other ones. Last year, it was like in the middle because, like they said, how they like picks it out. Sorry Not Sorry wasn't a bad song. It was more like a smooth hip hop song. Plus, you gotta think about Jay Z and Nas, so you don't know what they're gonna make. That might be just the beginning. They might have like some songs that we never heard of that might be coming out. So I'm just excited for that moment. That was definitely a special moment. I still keep playing God's Dead because that song's addicting. Plus, I'm feeling like I need to run. You know what I mean? After hearing that album, I'm like, shit, I need some motivational songs or something. Because, I mean, I can't turn down an album like that. That's a good album. And he definitely did a great job marketing. He was all like, you guys, if you guys say anything about any of these rappers, I'm going to put another one upon your head. So he's already ready. So for the haters to talk mess about his album. But I watched all his interviews and leading up to this album, and DJ Khaled definitely did his thing. Like you said, it's kind of hard to say which one's his best one, but I think if I would have chose, I would have chose God Did over a lot of his older songs because it's just a special moment. Just like when they released All I Do Is Win, everyone's like, oh my gosh, they freaked out. Then they used it for a football game, so it's like all I do is win. So that was like what made him like stand out. Then they had the Obama came out, and all that stuff. So it's like, what I mean, like that's a special moment for DJ Khaled. He's just getting like started pretty much. So it sounds like it. It's I don't know what his next album gonna sound like, but we already know from this day, August 26th, he definitely 2022, he definitely made an impact. You know what I mean? There ain't no other album that could really touch it. At this point, like in 2022, because you got to think about half of those albums that he released came out decades ago. I mean, I remember when We Taking Over came out, I was a little kid, and then he had like some other ones too on Victory. Victory was his first album I heard when I was a kid. I was doing flag football, and that album was like my motivation to win. He had All I Do Is Win on there. He had some song. He had a song with Nelly too. That song was kind of funny. He's like, where the money at? Yeah, it was like a strip club song. He's like 2 of 3, what a 3 or 4 change. Yeah, he was working with a lot of the old rappers. And Boozy. Now when I think about Boozy, yeah, Badass was on there too. I think. Yeah, that makes sense. Boozy was on there because I recognize that voice. He's like, come in there, think there. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, he worked with a lot of rappers. But that's why I think it's funny because all his songs from back in the day was like anthems for the hood. He had a song called "I'm So Hood," then "Welcome to My Hood." So it was a lot of stuff for the culture for sure. But he definitely did his thing on this album. I can't wait for what's to come. I mean, I feel like there's gonna be a deluxe or something. He didn't want to spoil it through the interview, but I think there's like a sequel to it or something because he said that we have some unfinished business, pretty much. Like, hey, he even said like Kanye West and him was working on a few songs. So who knows if he might do a deluxe, maybe another album. I'm expecting a lot coming out of these rappers nowadays because you got to think about half of them songs. If they would have started early, they probably started during the pandemic. You know what I mean? Who knows? Because I noticed when I watched the studio footage, he didn't have another rapper. He had one rapper. Say if he had a feature, they work on one song together, and then they have another rapper like on it later. So that's the thing. I feel like he did his thing, and like I said, it's getting kind of scary now because now all the hip hop artists are probably like, I might have to step in my game. And then Kanye West to delay Donda or two or whatever. He knows it just wasn't probably right at the right time. He's probably gonna release it next year, but. I don't know, man. I'm motivated too. Shoot, I'm trying to make whatever I want to make at this point. Like my album just came out as well. I released it as a surprise because I wasn't sure when I wanted to release it. But since it's like the end of the summer, I think it's necessary. They want to. I think people should hear my story now. I've been doing music since 2014. I think they need to hear the real now. You know what I mean? I had too much fun with the freestyles and goofing around and all that. That's the other side of me. This is like the serious side of me. So to get songs that are based off of real life experiences is awesome, and they can relate to it. That's why certain artists that come in the game, they always want to release a certain type of vibe. And I noticed that half of the hip hop artists, they do it for a reason. You know what I mean? And that's the type of energy I want to bring in all my songs. And like I said, I hope you guys are inspired. I've been grinding all the time. I'm letting this music video sit for a little bit so I could launch it when you guys actually fully listen to the album, because I noticed the views are here and there. So I'm trying to give it time for fans to listen to my album, and then we could always shoot some other videos, because I got one done. So you know what I mean. But it's also like editing and stuff. So I got one that's in the works of editing, but it's just also just like I said, grinding out. But yeah, I think that everything that I've been doing is just working hard. You know what I mean. That's what's nice about this is that I'm reacting to DJ Khaled's album, because this is all freestyle. I don't have no computer sitting in front of me. I guess remember because I was been listening to the songs, but this is like one video right here. You know what I mean? And also talking about my project too. About my experiences. I think it was just a good moment for me to release mine, because mine is definitely a memorable album. My brother, he gave it kudos. He's like, "Yep, this is your best album." I was like, "Yep." I said the same thing because I got all them songs done in one day. But them songs were like written like a year ago, or like what? No, like those most of those songs was written like February. But the songs before February, I wrote some other songs, and I was like, I need to title this like "It's a Different World," and I was like, nah, "It's a Different World" sounds kind of, it doesn't sound as great. But I was like, I'm gonna title it something else, and I was like, okay, let me title it. And I thought about it. I was like, not Life Lessons, because I already have that project LP. I was like, Life, nah. And I called it My Story in a Different World. And I was like, nah, my story makes sense because it's just simple. My story, you know what I mean? Plus, I made that own cover too, like to have my baby picture and you know what I mean, and all that stuff as a cover is like pretty unique, you know what I mean? So I came up with everything, and I'm just, like I said, I'm just inspired. I hope people definitely take advantage of my music while I'm here, and just share it to whoever you got. You guys, half of these people on my social media remember me from school, but now it's like, a lot of people are all busy and all this and that. But it's once that snow comes over in Colorado and all these other states I lived at, hopefully they could check it out, because that's why I believe my last project did a little bit better, because I shared it around the time it was snowing. Plus, I shared it on Valentine's Day, so that was a little marketing genius. And it was like after the snow came, so I think I did pretty good on that. But now I'm just like, hey, my next project, I don't even know. I'm just working on, and it's kind of like a freestyle at this point. Like I'm just working on different beats and seeing what needs to be with what. But I'm definitely staying consistent. Like if I know I have an album that's a hip hop project, I'm releasing the hip hop. You know what I mean? If I have an album that's R&B on one, maybe a R&B hip hop album. You never know. But my next project, I'm definitely aiming for some hype. Because after listening to DJ Khaled, I've been thinking about the hype songs for my next project, but now it's making me want to like go even harder. You know what I mean? He's inspired me since I was like a little kid. DJ Khaled was the first DJ. Now when I think about it, that I got inspired by. And that was just before like all these other DJs. My dad showed me like Funk Master Flex, which he's on New York on the Hot what's called not Hot 97. Yeah, he's on one of the New York radio stations. But I remember what's it called. He was my second biggest inspiration as a kid. My dad showed me him disc jockeying on the Wheels of Steel. So those two were definitely number one. And then DJ Drama as a kid as well. So all three of them. Since I got into the music, DJ Drama, Funk Master Flex, and DJ Khaled. But yeah, and then obviously the DJs that were on the radio, Calvin Harris, stuff like that, they were a big inspiration. But hip hop wise, DJ Khaled. But yeah, I'm just so excited for what's to come, guys. You guys definitely been supporting me, since I was like a kid. Half of you guys on the subscribers. You guys were there when I only had like 99 subscribers or less than that. So, we came a long way. We're at 675, and I've been on there since 2011. I'm trying to up my game. You know what I mean? I don't like looking at the hundreds anymore. I'm starting to feel like, okay, it's just getting a little annoying now. I've been on YouTube for a while. So who knows, guys? I mean, it's up to you guys to want to be able to share it and share it to your friends and family, because that's the only way I feel like we're going to get the views I want without spending money on marketing on all this stuff, is just sharing it and also sharing it to people that you guys know. Because I know you guys can relate to my album for sure. The songs I picked was perfect too, like Trying to Live This Life. That's an everyday thing, trying to live this life. I mean, people are going through dark times all the time. I said, could have been shot, could have been dead now I'm here now. So it's like, it's a lot. It's like almost like a Lazarus effect, but I never had that experience. But just in general of life, even with This Is My Story now, that was all about me, about the paths that I was trying to take. You know what I mean? And I was like, okay, I need to take the better path for myself. I don't want to be that guy that's not letting people know where I'm at and all this and that. And that's what was getting kind of concerning. That was last October. But since I released my album now, it feels like it's in a nice, brighter sun vibe. If it was in October, it'd be feeling like it's kind of dark. But I was like, nah, August makes sense. You know what I mean? I want to push into October. That's too long of a wait. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, we're just getting started, man. You guys are gonna see a lot of stuff from me. Like I said, freestyles, all that. Because I'm in a state in mind where I can kind of make whatever I want. I mean, like I said, I'm independent, but also making it make sense too, not just like throwing random songs on random songs. Like not putting like a sad song with a hip hop song that's about like hype and Meek Mill type. But yeah, definitely, I'm in that state of mind where I'm just like, hey, I'm trying to go all the way, with what I'm trying to accomplish. Right now it's fun because it's like independent. You don't really got people around you all like that. But other than that, I do got people that are kind of like the suggestion type of thing, like suggesting maybe, oh, I can make a beat for you here and there. But, my thing is that I've been doing it, like I said, this stuff for a while. So it's not the first rodeo. I've been making my own beats since a while now. Like 2016, 2017 is when I felt comfortable with making my own beats. And then the site used to not charge too much. It's called Soundation. It's still around, but they charge now if you do more than like 3 beats. So I'm just like, oh, one beat at a time, blah, blah, blah. But their site's way different now compared to 2016. So, I'm just, like I said, I'm just aiming for the ring. Like I said in my songs, I'm aiming for first place. I'm trying to win to the end. I think it's going to be a nice experience for you guys to be able to like see my journey. Like I said, I'm making my own little videos, own docs, own videos, all that stuff. Because everything costs money, and I can't afford to just wait for that type of money to come. I only got one job. I'm trying to look at other jobs online so I don't have to work my butt off at another local, like a Home Depot or something. I'm not trying to do all that. So, the goal is to just stay consistent with what I'm doing and hopefully find something online, because I don't got the type of energy like I had back in last year and the year before to try to go at another job that's right next to my job I work at. Like I did that already this year, and I don't regret it at all. You know what I mean? That was my fault. You know what I mean? Because I was like, oh, I don't know how my place is gonna be, this and that, bills, blah blah blah. But I'm fine with one job. It's just like I said, staying consistent, waiting for the next check as well, and saving, saving, saving. So that's been my mindset right now. Right now, I'm just kind of freestyling it right now with the hip hop stuff and seeing what needs to be at what. Just having a good time and just enjoying the journey and the process. But yeah, after this video, I definitely enjoyed the vibe of DJ Khaled, man. It's a big deal. It's just come out with a project like that. I didn't hoping for the people on your team to be on the same page is like amazing, and they were like, no, we found the right people, we found the right team, all that stuff. And they found the right people to be on each song. Don Tolliver and Travis Scott was a smart marketing genius because they both made hype songs and they're both from like the same area. You know what I mean? So I think that's interesting. They're both from the same state, should I say? I don't want to say false information, but they're both from the same state in Texas. So I just thought that was cool. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I said, the goal is to just stay consistent and to just knock everything off the ballpark at this point. At this point in my life, I'm just trying to make everything a memorable moment. Like I said, I've been doing my own stuff as an independent artist, my own cover, my own videos since over the past year. After the Stay Strong album, I did all those videos by myself, just had a tripod, that's it, and a camera, like a phone like this, and recorded it. Then I had my music in the background. But yeah, it's just the beginning, guys. I'm excited for the journey, and I hope you guys are excited too. Make sure to go like, subscribe, share, comment, and like I said, we just getting started, baby. That's it. I'm hoping for nothing but the best. And like I said, I'm just inspired after hearing DJ Khaled's album. I also heard J.I.D's as well, but my thing is that like I listen to the people that I've been diehard fans with first, and then I listen to the rest of them. So, but I definitely enjoyed pretty much everyone's project. I was kind of skipping around and seeing who's dropped who or what. But J.I.D, shout out to him as well. I listened to his project, especially the one with Lil Wayne and Kenny Mason, all that stuff like that. That song was tight. And then there was another J.I.D song I listened to too. But all those albums is just inspiration, you know what I mean? And it's amazing because they allowed Beyonce to just drop her album freely without any distractions. She dropped her album, no hip hop, nothing else. It was like maybe like some hip hop here and there, but it wasn't any album dropped on the same day really. Like that was a major. So, Beyonce did her thing, and then they allowed Jay-Z to be on DJ Khaled's album maybe like 2 to 3 weeks later. I just thought that was smart. It kind of gave like his wife the chance to just market her album. Now they're giving DJ Khaled his shine now. So it's hard to say. I mean, the VMAs is on Sunday, August 28th. Yeah, tomorrow, the VMAs. So, that was good timing. They're trying to aim for that award and aim for that first place. But hands down, man, a great album. I'm excited for who else is going to drop, man. At this point, it's getting very interesting. Yep. Like I said, like, subscribe, share, comment, guys. Be on alert for that album to hit streaming servers this week. I believe like Tuesday or Wednesday. It only takes like 3 to 4 business days to hit streaming services. I submitted that album Friday. No, wait, let me see. Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. Thursday, I put it all on streaming platforms. So that means Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So about Tuesday or Wednesday. That's about 4 business days right there. So Thursday, Friday, yep, because this is the second day was yesterday. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So be on alert maybe about Wednesday or Tuesday this week to be on streaming services. But I'm hoping for this album to go like definitely like get a lot more attention, especially than my last one, because my songs are more serious now. Yeah, they sound like sad because it's a personal album, so it's not like it's gonna be like I said, sunshine and rainbows and all that. So, you know, like I said, just stay tuned, guys. I'm excited for what's to come, and like I said, we're just getting started. Make sure to go like, subscribe, share, comment, stay on alert for more music, and like I said, I had a good time. I'm excited for what's to come. Make sure to go check out the links below in the description. Maybe give it about like Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm going to put those links in the description of my music. Facebook, you already know what to do. Type in VICTORKMP if you want to follow me on there. Instagram, MRVPK6 on everything. Twitter as well, same name, MRVPK6. And I also got my links in the front page as well. So, if you give a chance, click on it. And you guys can check out my other stuff that I do. On different websites and TikTok as well, MRVPK6. Wouldn't mind getting 1,000 followers so I can live stream on there. So, just make sure to go support. And I think that's it. I think I said enough. I mean, shoot, everyone's hyping, everyone's coming out with good stuff. I'm excited. And yeah, peace and love to you guys. Take care. Have a great weekend.